Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time and depending on when you're going to be seeing this video. It's your brother, your boy, Reps Corner. Like I always tell you, it's my corner, it's your corner, and it's a corner.
Oh, I got lost on the way to you, in an orange sky by the ocean blue. Every mile lost, my soul renewed, taken by the sunrise and the golden view. Walking slowly in the mountains underneath the constellations. Yeah, I know that you've been waiting for me. Time is losing all its meaning, like I'm living in a dream, and I've been chasing all the fears.
In today's video, I will be talking about the prophecy. Yes, the prophecy. Somebody will say, how does it affect what we are talking about? Yes, something happened. Before now, a prophecy came, peradventure, we were not told by who or which pastor gave them the prophecy. But a prophecy came that they should pray for David Adeleke. And in regards of that, it was stipulated that his son was the target. It was stipulated based on what the foster brother said. Look at what the foster brother said. He said, the revelation was taken for granted. God, we are sorry. TS emoji. That is Emeka Senator. You can go and check. It's Davido's. I will call him Davido's brother. It's Davido's, but some persons would like to call him Davido foster brother. Let me use that word. But if you want to verify, go and make your inquiries. So the prophecy came that yes, they should pray against the spirit of death. They should pray against the spirit of death, and they should wish that yes, it will not happen. Do you understand? But like you can hear Emeka confirming now, they took it for granted. Okay, let us point the fact. Like I said, I don't know the pastor that gave them the prophecy, but let us see this particular one of a man of God who gave the prophecy in January. Okay, let us come. Look at it. That is the Prophet Samuel King Ministries. Look at it. He say global prophecy with love sign, word emoji and fire emoji. He said, pray for David Adeleke, aka Davido. In a vision, I saw 2022 with so many opportunities for him, reward and awards. This is the biggest year for him, even until 2023. But let him pray against any arrow of death, especially against his son, any close loved one. God revealed this to me, that it will happen if prayers are not made. I see T and Y as a very significant clue to the prophecy as well. Things are happening. If you look at that picture, you could say I circled 7th January. You could see it circled 7th January. We are in November. Don't forget, we just came out from October. So if you are counting from January to October, it's 10 months. From January to November, it's 11 months, right? Okay. So I will not want to talk much. I want us to see the video of the prophet when he was saying it in video. After he has written this thing in January, he came back to confirm it with a video. Let's watch together. I will be with you soon.
Samuel King, and this is a message to make more highlights on the prophecy that was given to Davido on the 7th of January through my Facebook account. And before I would like to continue, I'd like to send my condolence message to the family of David Adeleke, who just lost his son Ifeanyi. I'm not here to show that I'm the best prophet on earth, which is one of the things I would like to be emphasizing in my prophecy highlight. When I give this prophecy on the 7th of January, I try to do some move, to make some move, but of course, I am not among the so-called names of the big men of God in Nigeria who probably can speak to some celebrities, and if I had spoken, I would have been called one of the hungry prophets looking for fame or trying to look for money. You know, in our days now, God is speaking, but many people have underrated and underestimated the word of God. So prophets are being abused because of a whole lot of things, misconception about spirituality, faith, and the prophetic. So I had to keep myself distance from trying to push, because who would believe if I had said this was going to happen? And if you read that prophecy very clear, it said there are two clues. One has already been fulfilled. Two has already been fulfilled. The first is the death of Davido's son. And the first clue, there were two clues said T and Y. The T stands for Thursday. And if you see all the happenings right day of Davido, and it happened, his son, which happened on Thursday the 20th. So that cannot be a coincidence. The last clue, which is Y, is something I will not post. I'm not going to say online. I would, in this very confidence, would like to pass this message to Davido and his family. There is something he needs to know. I'm not out to get fame, and I'm not meant to share this in public. I did 3 days fasting in obedience to instruct the prophetic word that was given to me on the 7th of January. I received that word 7 days before the 7th, which was on the 1st January night, after the crossover night, and I was scared, which was on the 1st January night, after the crossover night, and I was scared to post it because I needed confirmations, and I had it like 3 times. Davido, I know this is a hard time right now for you and your wife to be chioma. I know that a lot of clouds and people are around you, but I'd like you to hold yourself very strong and try to be in a place of prayer, because the enemy is not happy about a lot of things that is happening in your life. I'll send and I'll try my best to see how to reach out to the family and to give you the last clue and tell you how you should pray about this. 2023 is another big year, but let it not be a mirror reflection of what has happened today. May the soul of your son rest in perfect peace. Now you will go to meet him, he will not come to meet you. Shalom.
Have you seen that video? So that was what the prophet came to do, and after he finished that video, some persons commented under the video. Some slashed him, some said this, some said that, but I don't really know what they said. Let's go check what they said. Okay, the first person here said, revelation without solution is as good as nothing. DB, if you were very conversant with the message I read, you will see what he said. He said if prayers are not made, the solution was to pray. He stated it there. So let's not divert the English as if other persons don't know what English is. We know what English is, okay? So get your fact right. The second person said, Jesus, they didn't take the prophecy serious. I remember when this pastor said it. Thank you very much. The next one came and said, even if you prophesy, even if your prophecy was correct, now isn't the time to be saying all this. You are a man of God. Pray for the family now. Now isn't this time to be saying, I told you, makes me sick. No. Let's not get it wrong. Let's always get our fight right. If they are taking that prophecy serious, look for the man of God or look for a prayer house to pray. Let me tell you, God has said it in his word that a prayer of a man can change the destiny of an entire city. Do you remember the story when the prophet told him that, what about if I see one person in that city? First of all, it started from 100 and it came down to 10. It came down to 8. It came down. And so what about if I see one person? God told him, if you see one faithful person, I will spare the city. So let's in all that we do, let's always try to get understanding in all thy dealings. I always say it in almost all my videos. Get understanding. You might be 40 years, but you might be thinking like a 2-year-old baby. It's an error. Do you understand? So that's it. So let's go to the next one. He said, our 001 pack people full house. We no get sense. Now only matel they drink, forget Oga Pikin. This one wrote in pidgin, and the person said he just packed people and put in his house, because from what we have gathered, they are up to 8 to 9, 8 minus security, minus guard, minus gardener, minus gateman. No, this one is 8 in the house. They were up to 9, I be 8. Do you understand? So he was saying that he just packed people and put in his house without getting professionals to work for him. That's what I'm talking about. Then let's take the last comment section before we go. The next one said, now is not the time, please, sad emoji. It is the time. The other one came and said, this is not the time for all this tears emoji. Rest in peace in Jesus' name. This is the time. That is our problem. Most of us don't want to accept the bitter truth. It is the time. The next one came and said, revelation without solution is rubbish. If God really showed you, why didn't he tell you what to do? Or why couldn't you stop it? I beg, get out. Fra, I don't know if you are, so let me call Favor. Favor, your name is Favor. You should be acting like one who is favored. Do you understand it? If you read that statement very well, he said, if prayers are not made, I don't know if you guys are blinded to that particular paragraph. He said, if prayers are not made, you people don't understand English. There was a solution there. Why are you saying there was no solution? If prayers are not made, and if you look at him, what he said in the video, he tried his best to get in contact. He tried his best to get his contact, to get in contact with him directly, but it proved abortive. So will you now say he did not try his best? Most of us, the way we reason, I don't really understand. Is it because this particular thing did not happen to you? If it happened to you, you will not be blaming yourself. The parents, Davido and Chioma, they were careless. It was confirmed by the foster brother. You heard him say the prophecy came. They took it for granted. God, we are sorry. Or are you deaf to hear that they must have heard it from somewhere before now? All of you are just blinded. You don't want to judge issue or say what you need to say as humans. You're trying to cut corners. We don't cut corners in this place. We say it the way it is. Then let me take the last comment before I go. He said, the wicked wants to make Davido cry, because why won't they cover the swimming pool since no one is swimming there? That is where I feel the parents are still not okay. They are still wrong. Please, the federal government of Nigeria should make a mandatory statement that anybody that has swimming pool in his house that is not using at that particular point in time should please cover it with the swimming pool cover, because this is the second time. The one that happened now, the one that happened recently, made it the second. This particular one is the third, if I'm not mistaken. The one that told the mother that I don't know how to swim. What about if I drown? I don't know if you have heard that story. The young man still passed on still got drowned in that swimming pool. So swimming pool has become a very sharp way for little ones to pass on. We are talking about the bunch baby. The bunch baby, the same process, swimming pool. So please, let the federal government of Nigeria give a standing order that every swimming pool in every location should be covered when nobody is swimming, or a protector should be created. There's this movie I watched in the Nigerian industry. There's this particular King's Palace that has a swimming pool, but the swimming pool is locked. They did protector around it. You can do a protector around it, close it. Whenever you want to leave, you make sure you close it and keep the key with you. By so doing, nobody can pass through the iron rods to enter. But no, most of us want to claim big boys and big girls, and yet our kids are going in days they are going drowning. So please, let's do the right thing, okay? Let's always call a spade a spade. Like I always tell people, a spade is different from a shovel. Though they might do same function, but they are different. So call a spade a spade. So having said, I want to thank all of us guys for watching my video. I want to thank you all for always being here with us. Thank you so much for supporting the family of Adelekes in this trying time. We are really pained. For me, it's just because of the boy's age. I don't know the video in person. I'm not his enemy. I'm not his fan though. But that child is why I am just concerned, because it's quite unfortunate that it happened at this tender age. So I appreciate us for always watching my video. Thank you so much for always coming. Till I come away next time, please see me in your screen. I leave all of us in peace.